Yeah,
Hi
I think again
everyone.
we are getting same.
Now it's a clear. Sound is clear. Are you
Yeah,
able?
yeah, yeah. Yes, Ashutosh, yes.
Now it's a clear, right? Okay. So we're going to study continuity with our topic that is called piping, and we will see
Again,
the
start.
noise again started.
Am I? I'm only I am getting, or anyone else also getting the same?
I'm getting, but only a little bit, not too much.
I mean, from me, it was all good.
So Nikhil, you are also getting noise.
No, for me, it's all good.
Yeah, for me also, there's no noise.
There is no noise. Okay. Let me. Okay, you can go for mute. I think once you go for mute, let's see, you are able to see the clear noise, you are able to hear the clear noise. Sorry,
I think it
there is
was from Jitendra. Now it's clear.
now it's clear. Okay, yes, okay, thank you, Jitendra. So we're going to continue with the piping is a very powerful tool, and you're going to see this method I'm going to use day one from Ansible. As soon as I will start the keyword Ansible, you will see the piping, the recursive piping, and the filter, how we going to integrate with the other keyword of the filter like grep, cut, and awk, and the other things. Today let's explore, and we're going to do recursive power of filtering, and we're going to integrate this filtering, this piping, to the redirection. So redirection going to integrate with the pipe. While we are going to integrate with the pipe with the redirection, then you will see there is some challenge going to come. You can't you can't do the redirection at each and every piping method. Okay, so let's quickly understand what I want to say that. So this is piping, you know, this is the one. What do help you to pipe? Pipe help you to, if you have xyz output with this you have given the command xyg, or you have given the command like date, you have some output with the date that going to be redirect as a input of the next command, as a input of the next command. Means if you do 10 time piping, their output will be the input for this one. Same way, so there will be input, then process, there will be output, and then going to be output for. Okay, you can do infinity time there, limitless. That's a capable of pipe. But again, you have to follow some syntax. You have to follow some assumptions. Now, this is clear. Structure is clear. Now come to the, suppose I want to integrate this to the redirection. So redirections having one drawback, you can do the redirection at the end of the pipe. At the end of the means you given the output of this here, you got some input, then inputting, then output, inputting. That's the final output what you get. That only going to be redirection. That going to be okay, Astus. If I will do redirection in between, I want this input. So it will break your piping, break your pipe. So piping will be breaked. So wherever you do use the redirection, your piping going to be break. So what is the method of the continuity of? So why you want to do the redirection? Because I want a specific output at this moment capture. So that is called T. That is T. T is a command by which we can fix this. What happened technically? What going to happen here? Try to understand. While we will do the piping, suppose I am going to do the piping. Suppose I have given the date command and do the pipe grep. Sorry. for the first part, Monday or anything I want to. So from their input, they will generate the output and you will do the redirection. So redirection means they're going to redirect your output to save somewhere different memory, XYZ memory they're going to save. But if you give pipe to again, so their output already directed somewhere. You can't get any input, so there is no input, because this output going to be the input for the next piping. So they technically breaked. So there is an alternative way. I want to redirect, but I want to continue this. So this is the redirection. So I need something called one copy is supposed to be redirected, one copy is supposed to be forwarded to the output system, so that it's going to be the input for the next piping, so we can fix my piping stuff. So that is called T. T structure is nothing, is the T. This says that whatever the output you are receiving, that going to be copy redirect to your where you want to store, and it's going to continue to the next pipe. Okay, clear? So they will make the copy of that. So one for it will give the output as an input to the next pipe and make a copy of it. The next feature called T, that's command is called T. Okay, clear guys? Now let's see the example, then we will have more understanding. And we are here. Clear the screen. So we're going to see the pipe. Let's take the very small command. We will start with the very small command. We have output as a date. So this output going to be input for the next pipe. So the date, this output going to be input for this. I want to grep the Saturday, sorry, any word, Jan. So we have that Jan. So this entire is a input for this, entire output is the input for this, and they highlighted Jan. On that output they given their own output. Okay, now let's do the same for the cut command. Another filter with the, I will do cut and I will go for the delimiter for the space. Okay, delimiter for a space, and field will be the second. Field will be the second. It help. Okay, I'm not comfortable with the short form, so let me go for the delimiter.
I should be double dash.
Sorry.
Double.
Yes, thank you. Delimiter with the space, and then double dash filled with the filled with, suppose you will take, okay, now for Saturday you can see this is, suppose I'm taking second, so Jan, this is your input. This is input for the next piping. So this output from first date command is the input for them, and from there what is now the input. If I will do this, now I will go for next piping. I want to get anything like let's go for grep and go for an, it will show for that an. Just I'm giving example. So an, so this output will be going to input for this, their input going to be, sorry, their output going to be input for. So this is recursive. So if I will do the piping, suppose I will do piping here, so it will break your continuity with that. and we will do test 1 2. So it will do the piping. Sorry, piping will break with the redirection. So see, there is no output generated because the output of this going to be redirected there. So you can see the est11. So your output gen going to capture there, but this is the break. If you do here also this command, if suppose I'm going to remove redirection, wherever you will do redirection is going to break that. So let's see, I'm going to do the redirection here, txt123 dot. So you will see this output not going to generate anything. Remove output. Earlier it was came with the gen. You will see there is no output print because it's redirected to the that file. The output capture here is a break that. How we want to fix this? That is called t command. T command going to copy with the one output is going to store there, and sorry, and this going to be redirected to next layer. So what will be the command? Same syntax. Here you have to remove the redirection. Instead of redirection you have to use the t command. So you can see the output will t anything, this time tst dot 1234. Now if you see the output also given gen, this came gen, and it's going to store here, data going to be stored cat test 1 2 3. You can see the data redirected to this folder as well as this file, and is passed to the next level of filtering. So you understand t is clear. Whenever you want to you don't want to break your pipe, you want to capture the output at any level of the piping, you can do that. Means each and every level of piping. Suppose I want to capture the data here also, so let's go there. So I will do another t, another t, another t, and t test 1 2 3 4 5 dot. Okay, and you can continue with the. But suppose you don't want to continue with the piping, this is a, you can do the redirection. Means redirection you have to practice at the end of your, you can do the redirection at the end of your piping. It will going to work smoothly. If you want to work, you want to redirect or capture your output in between the piping, you have to use the t. This is clear, guys? Understand? We're going to frequently use this method throughout the DevOps and Ansible because each and every level we need the output. I want to see what kind of going to be captured. Here there is a very small file, but in Ansible there is the device which have running configuration and other stuff. You have huge integration of. Okay, right? Clear till here? Now I'm going to move with the XOR. So you understand this. Come to the XOR. What do you mean by XOR? XORG. This is the command line argument. This command says that if you want to pass your arguments on the next piping, after the piping, so this is going to help. Means you have to fix your XOR going to help your argument to the next level. Where to use this? This is generally used if your command is not supporting pipe, then you have to fix this as an argument bypass. Let me give you an example like echo command. Echo command is not going to help you to bypass. So it's not going to read your pipe. Before pipe you are passing the command, it will not accept. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Let me clear this. We have echo command. If you don't give any argument, or there is no option, if you don't give any argument, it will pass empty. It will pass empty. Suppose I will give an argument hello, so it will echo to hello hello. Whatsoever you will write echo xyz, it will echo to same thing. So I want date supposed to be echo. If I will use echo, what do you think? What going to be happen? It's supposed to reflect your code. So if you see, this is not support. This argument, the argument are not captured from this. Generally, what is the process of piping? Piping says that whatever the output of this command, that will be the input of this command. But here this is not going to. Echo says that there is so many special command which not accept the argument, the command having command line argument from the pipe inputting. They are saying because you did not pass anything to me as an argument, so blank. So suppose I pass something as a hello, so it will hello. So this thing is going to be fixed by there is something called xarg command. Let's understand. If I will remove and I will add this, it's going to fix the xarg. Means this fix says that the argument you take from the whatever the output of the date command, that's supposed to be argument of the echo command. Okay, so echo I did not given any argument. Now it's supposed to be integrated from the piping using the x. Now you can see, because this is the fix, x or going to bring the argument from this. Okay, now if I will given hello as a argument, echo having their own argument hello, and I will bring the argument from the data also, which supposed to be first come, which supposed to be last. So echo always give the last preference to the piping. Let's see, means first it came hello, then followed by the previous argument which came through the piping. Guys, clear?
Yes, Ashway, suppose if there is a multiple argument before piping, so which one this xarg will take? Suppose apart from date, there is
You are
cal and
telling
other.
multiple piping. If you're doing multiple piping, the last piping, whatever the answer, that going to be captured.
Okay.
If you do multiple piping also, there is a you going to filter those things. Means their output going to take as a input here only. It's not going to capture all the entire one. Clear? Now,
Yes.
if you have multiple argument with the echo also, then they follow the first their argument, then only, like I'm okay, hello, I'm okay. So you can see hello, I am okay, first you take their argument, then followed by the. Let's see the beautiful use of this XOR. There's a huge use of this behavior where the command, like remove command. You asked me one question, do you remember? Naval, Ashutosh, how do I remove the file system, identify the file system by their date, by their size, by
Yes, yes.
anything?
Right.
Do you remember?
Yes, and yes,
And I
yes.
told you I'm going to discuss this question in the upcoming
Yes.
classes when I will
Mhm.
teach you the xorg. So today
Yes.
is the how we have to use xorg to do that kind of. Let's understand first. Let's understand the remove command support, what they support. So what I if I want to know about the remove command, I have to use the manual command, manual man page. So let's go for remove man rm. They are telling that you have option with the file, remove file or directory with the options this by force inventory blah blah blah. And if you see remove having and if the interactive force, okay, recursive, okay, leave it, let me show you, I don't want to waste their time. So remove command, how you going to use, suppose I want to remove any command, let me remove whatever the file I already made. Today I made so many files. Okay, here I want to remove the specific file as those who are belong to only 8 Jan. We have to reach only for this date. How I remove? So I need to first filter that. I need to first filter. So how do I filter this? There's multiple way to filter. You can, what I will do? I will do filter LSL and go for what? Go for what? The filtration. So I can do the filter with the grep. What is that is called Jan. Only I will go. So we can see the filter of Jan, or if I want to see the filter of Jan, or I want to filter again for the Jan 8. Today is Jan 8. We don't have that. We have, but we have to follow the exact syntax. So this is the Jan 8. We have this many file. Can you see that? In that, I want to remove the file. I want to remove all complete 8 Jan. I want to remove that file. Today's date. Okay. So how we have to remove? This is one. I here in that you can see entire list of file is there. Entire list of file is there. So I have to remove this file. I have to remove this file. I have to remove this file. I'm not going to do this is the attribute. This is the features. Okay. So I got to, we have the filter by which we are able to segregate. We are able to classify the 8 gen file, which have to we remove that. So after classification, what I have to do? We have to capture only this. How you will capture? Using the cut command, or there is something called awk, awk, and what you will do? Filter, print that line like Excel. You print that line. No, I need that filter on that line, specific line. See, this is the first column, second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column, sixth column, seventh column, eighth column, ninth column. I need the data from ninth column. So I will do ninth column data I want. So you can see here from ls I filter on the 8 gen data. From 8 gen data I need all the ninth column of data. So that, see, the filter completely 9 column. These are the list of thing which I supposed to delete. Now I want to use the remove command. Remove, इसको remove करो, that remove that. It's supposed to work because I given the specific, means the output is this. This output going to be the input of this. I'm not going to give remove command any input. rm that file, you remove this file. So once I will give that enter, oh no, this is not allowed. So here I have to use what? Means I want to say
xarg.
the xarg, this is the argument. I want this argument supposed to be input of this. Okay, so for that fix we have argument xor, and you can see of the file is it's directory. Can't remove the directory. I can remove this, but I cannot remove the directory. There is a directory also. Yes, this is called directory. I can't. For directory, what we have to use the command? Anyone?
rmdir.
dir. dir. Now it's accepted. Let's see there is any filter command left or not. I can see. Oh, there is no. Let's see. There is no file left. So I'm going to go for the Jan again, and we will see only Jan, first Jan, second Jan, some data. Do you understand? So today, whatsoever we have studied, we have created this many while studying all the things they removed by the single command. So what is the beautiful use of RM? Do you see that? Clear, guys?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so this is the final one. I'm going to stop here. From next class, we're going to start the data modeling. In that, you're going to the first class for Ansible. We're going to see how data modeling going to entire DevOps Ansible, and bye bye. See you in next.